when you look at most people, guys, today I'm going to be talking about something important again. Like I said the last time, we'll be discussing setting a realistic goal. If you remember, guys, we spoke about a goal, what a goal means. Just to recap, a goal, according to L. Nightingale, is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. This means that once you have a goal and you're working towards the goal, already you are becoming successful. Like his definition states, it's actually the way it is. In life these days, you realize that a lot of people set out to achieve things, but at the end of the day, they become obsolete due to certain reasons. But how do we ensure that along the way, our goals are not obsolete? And how do we ensure that our goal actually follow us with the test of time? We don't want to waste our time, our life, in something that is futile. If you're working with an organization, you don't want to waste the time and resources of the organization by setting unrealistic goals. So it's very important we set a realistic goal. As I go through the video, please watch carefully to understand the model that I am going to explain here. We're talking about the SMART model. This SMART model is so important for anybody, any organization, to ensure that your goal is achieved. SMART is an acronym where S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for relevant, and T stands for time bound. We need to ensure that our goals are specific. We don't generalize. You can write a statement regarding this to ensure that your goal is specific. What do you set out to do? What do you want to achieve? Why do you want to do it? What are intricacies around it that will make it specific? A lot of things have general understanding. Is that where you are? Or have you been able to break it down to a specific thing? Think about a very good example where you want to buy a car. You want to buy a car. There are so many cars in the world. We have Ferrari, we have Mercedes. What car do you need? What do you want to use the car for? Is it for business? Is it for running around? Is it for commuting, pleasure, whatever it is? We need to be able to define, understand why we need a car, what we need it for. That is going to help us when we set into buying the car, we don't make a lot of mistakes. Then secondly, the measurable part of it. We need to ensure that when we set a goal, our goal is measurable. Do we have key performance indicator to show that this is how we're reaching the goal, reaching our target? There should be indicators along the line. You can look back to it and see, am I really getting there? Where am I? What's holding me? You can do a retrospection towards the goal if you have a key performance indicator. Then thirdly is the achievable part of our model. When we set our goal, is it achievable, or do we set goals that are not achievable, that are unrealistic? It can happen to actually anybody. Of course, sometimes we try to set a goal, and along the way we realize that our goals are not achievable. Let's ensure that our goals are achievable by looking at the goal itself. What is it that it takes? What does it require to achieve the goal? What does it take for us to get there? Do we have everything that it needs to get there? Outline them. A very good example, like a car we spoke about earlier. You want to get a car. Do you have the resources, the amount it takes to buy the car? Do you have what it's going to take you to get the car? If you don't have it, then is that achievable? Is that realistic? Because everybody might want to get a car. Everybody might want to get a fancy car because it looks lovely. Everybody might want to live in a big house. Everybody might want to create a lovely product. Everybody might want to do something. Definitely. But the point is, whatever you plan to do, those things, are they achievable? Can you get there? Can you really achieve them? It's important we plan this, put it into practice to understand whatever it is we're planning to do, that it is realistic. The other one is relevance. What we want to do, is it relevant? Ask yourself, do I really need to get this car? Ask yourself, this product I'm trying to create, do I really need it? Or is it relevant to other products that I'm creating? How does it give value to the organization you're working in? Sometimes you might try to bring ideas to the organization you're working in, and you realize that these plans you have, they don't relate to the core value of the organization you work with. So whatever goal we set, we need to ensure that those goals are relevant. They're very important. Then time bound. It's important your project or your goal is time bound. Time bound means that how long will it take for you to achieve whatever goal you have? Is it going to take 3 months? Is it going to take 1 year? Is it going to take 2 years? You need to have it stated down. Do your research around it. This will save you money, save you time. Once you have this, then make sure you plan everything properly. There are a lot of tools to use in planning this. Planning whatever you set out to achieve. We have general tools online that can help you to do that. Aside from using some tools, we can also make sure that we have everything documented. Documented so that we can always refer to it. That's why I'll always advise to use an online tool to do this. With online tool, it's easier for you to achieve that. Guys, this is explaining what we mean when we talk about having a SMART goal. But what relevance does this have to us, have to you personally? Think about situations where you set out to achieve something and this thing is so dear to you. And at the end of the day, working towards it for years, for months, you're not able to achieve that. How do you feel? Have you failed before in trying to achieve your project or your product or whatever it is you want to do? Have you failed? Guys, it's not absurd. It's not so bad to fail. It's normal to fail. In fact, to be sincere with you guys, most guys that have failed have ended up achieving more after they failed than most guys that didn't. Don't look at failure as something that you frown about in a wrong way, negative way. No. Failure can be a strength. It can be a way of you achieving better than or working harder. It's when you fail, do you relent? That is where the point is. Some people tend to relent because they give up. They're like, you know what? It's like, this is above me. I can't really get this done again, so I can't do it again. No, guys, that's not how to do it. When we fail, please pick up yourself. Stand up. Some people have failed so many times. And the failure is not the thing that is going to help you pick up yourself. This thing I'm talking about can help you in so many ways in your life. So many things you do in life. Don't allow yourself to be discouraged because you failed. Ask yourself, after failing, do you later stand up? Do you get it done? Do you get it done later on? That's what matters. Once we see our failure, we fail in whatever we're doing. You set out into a goal. You want to do something and you didn't achieve that. Sit down. Don't get discouraged. Look at the areas where you failed. There should be something. If you can identify that, then I promise you, once you set into the same goal again and use the SMART model, have everything outlined properly, you're going to achieve that even better than if you had gotten it done the initial time. This can help us save us from a lot of stress, anxieties, problems that might come along our way in life over time. Some people end up developing health issues over time. Why? Because it might be because they set out to do something, they're not getting it done. It can start stressing them. Maybe you're working with an organization, your manager gave you a task to do, and you couldn't get it done. Do you see it as having failed, or what effort are you making to get it done? That's what matters. Once you make effort in everything, there is nothing impossible, guys. Nothing impossible in this life. Whatever, as long as we make effort. Let's not look at failure as a way out of any problem. No. Let's look at failure as a very strong point in achieving it. And once we do that, success is going to be in front of us. Guys, this video is a short video explaining a lot of points. But if you need more details, or if you have set into a goal and you're finding it difficult to achieve it, feel free to contact me. Or go to my website, www.proja.com. Contact us there. We're going to help you achieve your goal. Whatever you set into to achieve, you can achieve it as long as you're resilient.